The screen crackles to life with the roar of a dying engine. A sleek black motorcycle coughs its last breath on a dusty roadside in Lahore's blistering noon. A woman in a designer helmet yanks it off, revealing a face that could launch 1,000 billboards, except her eyes are red with frustration and something deeper. She kicks the bike once, twice. A passing rickshaw slows, the driver leers. She flips him off with a diamond-ringed finger. Then she looks straight into your lens, voice raw, "If you think money buys everything, watch me prove you wrong." The camera zooms into her trembling hands. You're locked in for the next 100 minutes. Chapter 1, Grease and Good Intentions. His name is Hamza, but the neighborhood kids call him Ustad G. He's 28, widowed at 25, and runs a hole-in-the-wall repair shop wedged between a tandoor and a pharmacy in Anarkali. The sign above his door is hand-painted, Hamza Motors, we fix what life breaks. He lost his wife, Sana, to a hit-and-run 2 years ago. The police closed the case in a week. Hamza closed his heart in a day. Now he pours love into engines the way other men pour it into people. Every bolt he tightens is a promise he couldn't keep to her. The billionaire is Noor Fatima, 31, heir to Fatima Textiles, a name stitched on half the shirts in Pakistan. She's been on Forbes since 27, engaged twice, heartbroken never, because she never let anyone close enough to try. Her father wants her married before the next board meeting. Suitors arrive with spreadsheets instead of souls. So Noor does what any sane woman would, she steals her cousin's bike, swaps her Gucci for a plain kurta, and rides out of the mansion at 3 a.m. Destination, anywhere real. The bike gives up outside Hamza's shop at 1:47 p.m. He's under a rusty Suzuki, humming an old Atif Aslam song, when her shadow falls across his tools. Need help? He asks without looking up. Noor hesitates. Rich girls don't ask for help, they buy it. It's dead, she says. Hamza slides out, grease streaking his cheek like war paint. He sees the bike first, limited edition, Italian, worth more than his shop. Then he sees her, no makeup, hair in a messy braid, eyes that have forgotten how to trust. Sit, he says, pointing to a plastic stool. Tea? She almost laughs. Billionaires don't drink roadside chai. But her throat is sandpaper, so she nods. While the bike cools, Hamza brews tea in a dented kettle. He hands her a chipped cup. Their fingers brush. Static. She flinches. He pretends not to notice. So, what's a girl like you doing on a bike like this? Noor shrugs. Running. From? Everything. Hamza nods like he understands. He does. He lost everything once. The difference is he never had anything to lose. He works for 3 hours. Noor watches, fascinated. Hamza talks to the bike like it's alive. Easy, John, I've got you. He finds the problem, a fried ECU, rare as honesty in politics. Spare part? 3 towns away. Cost? Her weekly spa budget. Hamza scratches his beard. I can rig a bypass. Won't be pretty, but it'll get you home. Noor blinks. You'd ruin a 50 lakh bike to save me a trip? Hamza meets her eyes. Machines don't care about price tags. People do. Something in her chest cracks, just a little. While he solders wires with a lighter and prayer, Noor wanders the shop. Photos on the wall, Hamza and a smiling woman in a red dupatta, Sana. Their wedding. Her funeral. A child's drawing taped beside them, a stick figure family under a rainbow. Noor's finger traces the crayon lines. Hamza sees. His jaw tightens. She drew that the day before, he says. Noor doesn't ask before what. She knows. I'm sorry, she whispers. Hamza shrugs. Sorry doesn't start engines. But his voice wavers. The bypass works. The bike roars back to life. Noor should leave. Instead, she asks, how much? Hamza wipes his hands on a rag. Chai was payment enough. She stares. You're serious. He grins, the first real one all day. Take it for a spin. If it dies again, come back. I'll be here. Noor revs the engine. The sound drowns her heartbeat. She wants to say thank you, but the words feel cheap. So she does something insane, she scribbles her real number on a scrap of receipt and tucks it under his wrench. Hamza doesn't see. She rides off, dust in her wake, heart in her throat. That night, Hamza finds the paper. He recognizes the area code, defense, where mansions have helipads. He almost throws it away. Then he remembers her eyes. He saves the contact as biker girl. Noor can't sleep. The mansion feels like a museum of her loneliness. She replays Hamza's hands on the wires, the way he spoke to the bike like it had feelings. At 2 a.m., she texts. Still alive. Thanks. Hamza's reply comes at 6:03 a.m., when he's opening the shop. Good. Engines and pretty girls should both keep running. Noor blushes so hard the maid asks if she has fever. They text for a week. Hamza sends voice notes about carburetors and rainy mornings. Noor sends photos of sunsets from her balcony, careful to crop out the infinity pool. She lies about her job, freelance designer. He lies about his heart, fully repaired. Both know the other is hiding something, but the truth feels too heavy. The challenge crashes in on a Friday. Noor's father announces her engagement to a sim chic, shipping magnate, at a gala tomorrow. The ring is already chosen, 5 carats, 0 warmth. Noor panics. She needs air. Needs real. She rides to Anarkali at midnight. The shop is closed, but Hamza is there, fixing a kid's bicycle under a single bulb. He looks up, startled. You okay? Noor's voice cracks. I'm getting married tomorrow. Hamza's wrench clatters. To the bike? She laughs through tears. To a man I've met twice. Hamza's face shudders. Then why are you here? Because you're the only person who's ever seen me without seeing my bank account. Silence. Then Hamza does something reckless. He closes the shop, hands her a spare helmet. Get on. They ride through Lahore's sleeping veins, Liberty Market, Mall Road, the Minari Pakistan glowing like a promise. He takes her to Data Darbar at 3 a.m., where the poor sleep on marble and the air smells of rosewater and despair. He buys her a plate of halwa from a street vendor. They sit on the steps. Noor confesses everything, Fatima textiles, the arranged marriage, the terror of a life without love. Hamza listens. When she's done, he says, love isn't a spare part you order. It's the breakdown that teaches you what matters. Noor whispers, what if I'm too broken? Hamza takes her grease-stained hand. Then we'll rebuild. Together. Dawn breaks. Noor has to choose, the gala or the garage. She chooses truth. She rides to the mansion, still in last night's clothes, and confronts her father in front of 300 guests. I'm not a merger, she says. I'm a person. She walks out. Paparazzi swarm. #Billionaire runs trends within the hour. Her father cuts her off, accounts frozen, cars repossessed. Noor has never felt lighter. She shows up at Hamza's shop with one duffel bag and the bike. He's waiting, nervous. I can't give you palaces. Noor smiles. I just spent 31 years in one. I'd like a home. Hamza's eyes widen. You'd live here? Above the shop? With the smell of petrol and my mother's nagging? Noor laughs. try and stop me. The resolution isn't fairy tale smooth. Hamza's mother thinks Noor is a gold digger. Noor burns roti the first 3 tries. Hamza's grief sneaks up at night, he wakes shouting Sanaa's name. Noor learns to hold him until the ghost's quiet. She starts a foundation with her last personal savings, scholarships for mechanics' kids. Hamza teaches her to weld. She teaches him to dream beyond the shop. They fight over money, over pride, over whose turn it is to buy milk. They make up under the same bulb where he fixed the kid's bike. 1 year later, the shop has a new sign, Hamza and Noor Motors, fixing hearts, one engine at a time. The wedding is small, 20 people, fairy lights strung across the same dusty alley. Noor wears her mother's old lehenga, patched at the hem. Hamza wears the same waistcoat from Sanaa's funeral, now stitched with a tiny motorcycle emblem Noor embroidered. The kid who drew the rainbow is their ring bearer. When the Maulvi asks for vows, Hamza says, "I'll keep your engine running." Noor says, "I'll keep your heart in tune." They seal it with a kiss that tastes of grease, halwa, and second chances. The screen fades to the original bike, now parked outside the shop, polished to a shine. Noor straddles it, Hamza behind her, arms around her waist. She looks at you, eyes bright. Money bought me everything except what mattered. A broken bike and a humble heart gave me both. Your turn, stop chasing what glitters. Start fixing what's real. The engine roars. They ride off into the Lahore sunset. You're still watching.